I do tend to talk to my cats. In fact, I got my little girl. Well, she's not little. They're part Maine Coon, so they're a lot bigger than your typical normal cat. And she decided she wants lovin's, which is okay with me. I don't mind. She's just a fur ball. Well, a hairball. You just a hairball. Yeah, you're just a hairball. Yeah, we just a hairball. Just want lovin's. 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 Alright, so what I'm doing here is making a tank. Drop, drop. Grab one of these guys, because there's too many. Nope, two. Need to grab two. There's too many. I only need two in here. If there's any other ones, then they'll be moved to one of the bioreactor. Now, yes, we'll see these as cruel at what I'm doing, but you know what? I see it as the cycle of life. But that's just me. These guys are gonna help me keep the energy on in my habitat, and they get to keep living. At least my main.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
I know, I know. I wonder. Sparky! One of my Sparkies. Come here. Oops. Oops. There we go. Okay. So, I'm gonna drop the hoverfish. Again. And plant. There should be another peeper in here that is Sparkle. Sparkle, Sparkle. Either that, I ate it by accident, which wasn't what I wanted to do. Okay, so now watch. These guys are gonna be infected as soon as I power Sparkle. Sparkle is gonna be in here. These guys. See how infected these guys are? This is an experiment. I just ate Sparkle. Whoops. Okay, so we're gonna have to do that all over again. Run, run to the water basin. That's what happens when you run out of water. Okay, so I just ate Sparkle by accident. Wasn't the plan. I was trying to drop Sparkle, but it wouldn't let me drop. And I see no other Sparkle in there. So what we'll do is we'll grab the Seamoth. We'll empty the inventory, grab the Seamoth, and we'll go find Sparkles. Sparklers. What I mean by that, there's more than one. I was trying something, but I guess the prawn suit has to have its own stuff, which sucks. Like, if I can just borrow this for the moment, I would be happy. I gotta make a storage area just for medical supplies. Anyways, on that note, cured. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, is go hunting for Sparkles. And whoops. You can go wherever there's vents, and you'll find vents eventually. I think I'd found a vent down here. So that's where the lithium is. Still want those little guys right there. I do suggest to get your... Is that what I think that is? I don't know. I have a few of those guys. That's empty. That's just junk. That's spadefish. Alright, team of Subnautica. We need to make it where the scanner, well, any tool has a flashlight. It's very hard to do anything when it's like deeply in the dark. It's a ruby. I know. I said I was gonna do one thing and I'm doing like the total opposite. What I said. Glass. You know what? That's good. That I found that down here. Okay, this is number 19. I've already found this. Also found an Italian capsule down here too. But there is supposedly somewhere a vent. Now I've seen this vent. That's where I got Sparkles and its playmate. Now I just gotta find it. What is that? Is that a time capsule? Nope, that's just glow of the ship. Sometimes it's easier to turn off the lights. There it is. Oops. Okay. This is the vent. One of the vents that you'll find across. And this is what I mean by you're gonna need your sea glide because these peepers are extremely fast. I don't want enough peepers, sparkle peepers, to handle all my tanks. I want 2 to every tank. That's me. This is just to temporarily hold the virus in check. Until we find the cure, the peepers, wherever these go to, now these peepers are very smart. Oh, if you watch, you'll watch some get sucked in and others get sucked out. question is why no other creatures sucked in and sucked out.
Oxygen.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna cheat. Yes, I have a second tank on me just for reasons like this when I'm doing stuff. I actually learned from someone else that I was watching. It's just easier to switch them out and trying to keep going back and forth, back and forth. And it gives you that bit of time to head back to where you need to go, especially starting out. If you need a little bit of extra air, that's what I like about it. There's those raging assholes. If you're not careful, they'll stab you with a spike. Now, yes, in my tank they're friendly, but out here they're aggressive. And I don't know why. Spadefish. Anyway. I'm gonna put the tigerfish in here. The rubies in here. And that gives me more room for my peepers. Peepers. I think that's all I'm going to be able to find right now. I mean, there's other vents with peepers. What's that glowing? Lithium! I need to bring my prawn suit down here. I'm always needing lithium and titanium. And glass. And there's a big chunk of quartz right here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I don't have the hardened shell on this, so of course it's having a fit. Because there's only 4 slots. What we'll do is we'll take care of this. We'll charge the sea moth.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Between sea moth full health and food. Two in here to keep these guys safe. Especially with some from the depths. Now, we all know this is infected. Now, I haven't gotten any water from these guys. Now, yes, I am infected. When you're in this far in the game, you're already infected with the virus. Which is why I'm doing this experiment. To see if it works. And it does. Look. As soon as I put these guys in, they're not green no more. So it does work. That leaves me with one to go in my aquarium. So I'll need one more to go in my aquarium. I love my spinefish, but I don't want them to breed. Which is why it is pretty. They're in my aquarium and not in a tank to eat. Now see? We can see these guys are heavily infected. We're going to put this in. And they're not infected, so it is working. These peepers give off enough of the enzyme to keep your tank clean and healthy. Well, your fish healthy. But it's only temporary. It's not forever. So I suggest if you don't want the stuff for advancement, I would get peepers that have the sparkle. Rotten. By the way, you can put out rotten seeds and it's fine. I'm looking for a particular seed for my plants. I think they're all in here. Seeds. Nope, these are water. Eye stalk seed. Horn seed. I'm gonna put you over here.
All systems online.
Okay, so southwest is it? Or is it south? Doing south-southwest. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I have planters up here that I need. That I'm going after. It's not exactly planters per se, it's more like I have grow beds that I'm looking for. But there's other plants in here that I want due to the fact of enzyme. Oops. My bad. They're there. There's one. I would love to have one of these guys. There's two. Three. There's four. And we're starting to see a little bit of daylight. Grub basket. I don't want the mushrooms. No, normally my screen's not full of stuff, but because I'm going back and forth to get things, that's the only reason why these guys are on. Other than that, no. I don't have this stuff on. I am just at the moment trying to find where I parked my sea moth. There it is. I forgot to empty out the storage. An idiot.
Welcome
Okay.
aboard, Captain.
Anyways, we got what we were looking for, or at least I got what I was looking for. Excuse me. Anyways.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Actually, put these back. Not planters. I want you. You. I want planters right here. You. And you. Okay, so I don't know what that radio signal was. It's probably the alien facility trying to contact us. I want those back. Okay, so I got those in. I'm gonna go over here. I keep seeing light reflecting off a pop can. Anyways, for my controller. This is where it's gonna get interesting. Do not try this at home, guys. Make sure your CMOS is all up coordinated. And have have at least a level 900 depth on it. Ooh, ouch. Really? I've been looking for this. See? This is what I mean. You got floating fish. I don't know if it's a bug or what, but they're floating in an area. And then you're back in the water. Water. No water. And then you find floating fish. Like so. Okay, this is an archway. My problem is I can't activate it. Crap.